Of Lyme disease continue to rise, doctors are working on a vaccine. One of those being developed by an upstate medical university doctor.
Well, that one is still a few years from hitting the market. News Channel 9's Nicole Somavilla tells us Lyme is not the only disease ticks can give us.
These bugs are so small we often don't see them, and what some of them are carrying can be deadly.
It's kind of terrifying.
Yes, more and more people are getting Lyme disease, but doctors like Chris Paulino at Upstate Medical University warn there are other tick-borne infections we need to worry about.
The big one is probably anaplasmosis.
It mimics the flu, and if it's not caught early and treated with antibiotics,
it's a fatal illness. People can get sick and die.
He says there are 5 cases like this already reported in Binghamton this year, and that's just one of those infections.
Powassan is the one that gets a lot of the press because it generally has a high case fatality rate, and people who do survive it oftentimes will have neurologic compromise.
So is Lyme really getting that much worse, or are people just now starting to talk about it more?
It's probably a combination. I do think that there are more ticks, and there are more ticks with infections.
Dr. Paulino tells me the key is early treatment and hopefully a vaccine someday. There was one in the 90s, but the company pulled it from the market in 2002 after more than 100 people claimed it gave them arthritis. Now doctors are working to repurpose that into a safer vaccine.
It probably wasn't the vaccine that was causing these symptoms, and they weren't sure what it was.
So, Christy, a doctor who works at Upstate is working on a different vaccine than that one, but that research is not actively being done at the hospital here.
Okay, and which one seems to be the vaccine that will hit the market first?
Well, it seems to be the one that they're repurposing just because they have more to base it off of, and right now it's in phase 2. So essentially what that means is there's one more phase that it has to go through after this current one, so we could realistically be looking at another 5 to 6 years before something might hit the market.
Hopefully it'll happen sooner than that. All right, Nicole, thank you very much for your continued coverage on Lyme disease.